In the Luncheon Kingdom, there's a pretty annoying boss fight, filled with awkward hitboxes and weird Podoboo gameplay. This boss's name is Cookatiel, and he's quite the big bird. Cookatiel is probably one of the jankiest bosses in the entire game, so most of the time trying to do him as fast as possible, it just kind of comes down to how dumb he feels like being. But if you keep in mind his jankiness, we can at least try to make the other aspects of his fight as fast as we can. So let's get into that. But before we do, if you've been enjoying our in-depth look at each of the World Peace bosses, consider subscribing. I'm toying around with some ideas for more World Peace videos, so if you want to keep up with them, getting subbed is the best way to make sure you don't miss it. But without wasting any more time, let's get started on this mess of a boss battle. So once you've shot yourself out of the cannon and you've skipped the cutscene, what I like to do is instantly shake to dive forward, then while doing so, watch Cookatiel and pay attention to whichever direction he chooses to go. Once he does so, shake and aim towards the same direction, but aim ahead of him. Then, while holding Y, just swim out in front of him and then hold B to jump into his stomach. Learning the position you need to be in to guarantee a hit on his janky stomach hitbox is probably the most important part of this fight, but the best advice I can give is to be in front of him and jump into him as opposed to being underneath him and trying to catch him as he goes past. Once you hit Cookatiel, back up and wait for him to start throwing up his lava vomit. As soon as he does so, shake twice to go up towards Cookatiel, then jump while aiming at his head to bop him on the beak and finish up the first phase. The second phase of the fight is quite literally exactly the same as the first. Wait close to Cookatiel, then wait for it to pick a direction to start moving. Dive ahead of the direction it chooses, bop him in the stomach, then wait. Then, when he starts spewing, shake twice, jump, bop, easy. You get the drill. The third phase is the most jank part of the entire fight. In a second, we'll touch on why, but first up, it starts off exactly the same as our other two phases. Dive in front, jump, bop. But now things get awkward. Position yourself about 2 shake boosts back away from Cookatiel, but as you may notice, instead of a super convenient bridge of lava vomit, we're now greeted with bursts of it instead, and we have to try to navigate our way up. Wait until the first blob of lava is low enough that our Podoboo can jump onto it, then do so. This is really awkward to get as the camera angle doesn't really help, but unfortunately this is something you're going to have to lab out. Then, continuing to jump off the edge of the blob, you should be able to make your way up. These lava blobs are notorious for just having dumb hitboxes, and I've fallen through them a few times myself, so honestly don't be surprised if you encounter that at some point. But once you reach the top, your last jump should be in a position so that you can land on Cookatiel's schnoz and finish the fight. Keep in mind that when you jump as the Podoboo, similar to Mario, if you hold, it will jump higher. If you get a good hitbox, all up, you should only have to jump about 4 times, but this part of the fight is literally known for just walling you out for honestly no reason. I have absolutely no idea how to avoid this weird hitbox nonsense in this fight. I don't really think anyone knows, but once you've jumped 40 times and finally hit him, wait for the multi-moon animation to play, then without holding Y, shake to jump forward, then press B to jump into it, and that's it. You've made it out of the hellscape that is the Cookatiel fight, hopefully with as minimal jumps as possible. And with that, we've finished the shortest video I've made in a while. There isn't a whole lot that goes into the Cookatiel fight. It's more just a couple of small things you should keep in mind to help you learn how to go speedy. If you have any more questions about Cookatiel or anything World Peace, feel free to head on over to my Twitch channel where you can pop into chat and ask me as many questions as you need. I'm always happy to help out. Thank you so much for watching, gamers. I'll see you in the next one.